Hi, everybody. Welcome. I hope you're having a good day or you had a good day, depending on where you are. Okay, guys, finally, some news from my contact. He says that as far as he is aware, the situation surrounding Harry's titles, etc., is not or wasn't discussed in depth at Balmoral. From what he heard, things like George's future, which school he will attend, Charles and Catherine's health issues, and the way forward, and other less familial, more business matters were indeed discussed. However, he says that the Harry and Meghan issue must have cropped up because a constitutional lawyer and likely a member of the Privy Council and maybe a representative from Parliament, he's not exactly sure who the people in the group are, but they are indeed looking into not necessarily Harry's titles, but rather at his position in the line of succession. Currently, living abroad does not disqualify someone from being in the line of succession. But if my contact is correct and he wants me to remind you that he is not in a position where he is privy to or included in such talks, so his information also comes to him secondhand. But if he is correct, these lawyers and Privy Council members and whoever else are currently likely, as we speak, looking into an amendment to the Regency Act, which may then exclude someone from the line of succession if they permanently reside outside the United Kingdom and no longer perform royal duties. As it was explained to him, such a step would mean an altered statute, an act of Parliament. It will need a government bill to be drafted, and if approved, then the amendment will be done, or maybe just the clause added to the current Regency Act. All my contact can say for sure is that there are discussions in the Buckingham Palace offices going on about the topic, not at Balmoral, but that it is likely that it was indeed discussed between Charles and William before leaving for Balmoral. Of course, my contact has no idea how far the discussions had gotten or how far it will go, but he is rather surprised that it is happening at all. I have a feeling, an intuition about this and why it is happening now, and I really, honestly and truly do not want to express it out loud or in so many words. So I'm going to choose my words very carefully, and again, you need to read between the lines. But before I get there, let me just mention that if Parliament gets the bill approved and they make the amendment to the Regency Act, the Act will then also automatically exclude Harry's children as well. Anyway, let's go back to where I was. Why, after all these years, all the insults, the treasonous behavior, is this happening now? I think the answer lies with William. Why are there already articles about William not wanting Harry at his coronation? Is it just because journalists have nothing better to write about? Or are plans for William's coronation being formulated already? William will not and cannot ever again just willy-nilly allow Harry back into the fold, not with or without Meghan, because the man who can so easily be gaslighted by a Z-list actress can really not be trusted near the monarchy business. Add to that equation how Harry betrayed his brother and his sister-in-law, and it's easy to understand that William's first priority is to protect his family and second, the monarchy. William cannot call himself a man, a husband, a father, a prince, or a future king if he does not protect his wife, children, and his office. William can't reintegrate Harry anywhere in royal life. Maybe one day they can be brothers again, but even that is highly debatable. But on the off chance that there is ever peace between the brothers, William will still not allow Harry back as a working royal. I mean, he can't, because Harry cannot be trusted. So quite frankly, Harry's titles can just as well be taken, or then he may be allowed to remain the Duke of Sussex, like King Edward. When he abdicated, he became the Duke of Windsor. But in the meantime, they will be or were removed from the line of succession and Councillor of State positions nevertheless, and will never be able to act on behalf of the monarch, be it his father or his brother, ever again. And nor will he or his children ever have a chance to sit on the throne, even if Meghan's wishes come true and the entire Wales family is wiped out. The only issue the royal family will face, should they amend the Regency Act to exclude Harry and his children on the basis that they do not reside in the country, will be, what about Andrew? Andrew still lives in the United Kingdom, and such an amendment won't apply to him. And if Harry and his children are removed from the line of succession, which I personally think they should be, then Andrew moves up to fifth place. I think that may be one of the reasons why the king is so hesitant to support removing Harry from the line of succession. Had it only been King Charles who had a grudge or who disliked his brother, all would be or could be smoothed out eventually. But it transpires, whether pure unadulterated gossip or not, that William is not too fond of his Uncle Andrew either. So you can see how this works. If Harry gets kicked out, the next adult over the age of 21 is indeed Andrew. So according to the line of succession, Andrew could then very well become regent should William become incapacitated and George is still under 18. I think both Charles and William goes a little green around the gills at that thought. Anyway, it is said that William and his family are not the reason for wanting Andrew out of Royal Lodge. Apparently, they are quite happy with Adelaide Cottage for the time being, as they have their beloved Amner Hall to escape to. But maybe, like his father, William do have a little spitefulness in him. Who knows? William's opinion of Andrew allegedly stems from the fact that he allegedly was not very keen on Catherine and even told her so and did not treat her very respectfully in the beginning. Anyway, guys, although my contact is not 100% sure what is going on in these meetings regarding Harry's status, he promised to keep us updated. I see William will be back at work soon, so I expect that, if anything, we shall have more and clearer information in the next few weeks. I'm not getting too excited yet because Harry's titles and position had been discussed before. I just think that this time, for the first time, there is a little more seriousness and more practical thinking. So, who knows? Adding a clause to exclude anyone from the line of succession who permanently resides outside of the United Kingdom is, in my opinion, just fair and sounds absolutely 100% right, at least as far as I'm concerned. Okay, guys, so that is my nugget of alleged information for the day. I had planned so much for today, but at some point this afternoon I could not keep my eyes open. And for the second time this winter, I had an afternoon nap. Oy vey, I must be getting old. Anyway, guys, I'll see you over the weekend. Please take care of yourselves until we meet again on the next one. Bye.